Dub Nation, how are we doing? Warriors fans, how are we doing? Are you on life support? Are you breathing? Do we need oxygen? Do we need the IV? Sometimes they call them like banana bags, I believe. It's like IV full of, what is that? That yellowy fluid or whatever. I think they call them banana bags. I'm not even sure. We're on life support. Dub Nation, Warriors fans, if you're a fan of basketball and competition, right, of like a team from the Bay Area that wants to win and compete, yeah, then we're on life support. Hey, if you're a fan of getting your ass kicked, you're having such a good time right now. So like if you're, like a sadomasochist or something like that, be a fan of the Golden State Warriors. If you want to be depressed and you don't like yourself, you be a fan of the Golden State Warriors. They will make you ashamed of what you watch on the television. I am not even kidding, because it's like, oof, if there's anything worse than getting thrashed by the Kings, it's like getting thrashed by the Heat on a back-to-back, but it doesn't even matter. The beatings are just like, they're rolling over. They're blending in. They just keep on getting their ass kicked so much, I don't even know what to say. But this is what I'm going to say, because I have a prediction that I believe is so violently and sickeningly correct. This is why you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. So I got a prediction that I'm going to say. I don't like it. I don't think you're going to like it. The team's not going to like it. Only Mike Dunleavy Jr. and Joe Lacob are going to like it. So here's what I think. There have been rumors that the Warriors are going to snag a big man, i.e. Nikola Vucevic, i.e. like a John Collins, I guess they've been thinking of. That was out just yesterday. I believe that Tim Kawakami, who does have ins with Joe Lacob and Warriors front office, he's in reporter in the Bay Area, right? I believe that he reported, this is allegedly, he said that the Warriors were looking to get a big man. So I think that the secret's out, that they're sort of looking to do that. But here's the thing. So this whole video is based off of just the other day, after that Heat game, that Joe Lacob and Mike Dunleavy Jr., the Warriors owner and general manager, respectively, that they had a long talk, like in the tunnel or in some, whatever, in some hallway or something like that. But it was seen by Tim Kawakami. That's what I'm saying. So this conversation was longer than normal, and it was seen by a few members of the press. And this is what I think's happening. I believe that the Golden State Warriors will make a trade. But here's the caveat. Here's the bad news. Okay, I think that they're going to make a trade. I believe, this is where you bookmark it, this is where you turn the volume up. I believe that the goal of the trade, I believe the reason that the Warriors front office, i.e. Joe Lacob and Mike Dunleavy, want to make the trade, the only reason, is so that Joe Lacob is not ostracized and booed in his own house come the All-Star break. Yes, unfortunately, y'all, Dub Nation Warriors fans, I believe that any trade that the Warriors make in the foreseeable future will only be for optics. I'm going to say that one more time. The only trade that the Golden State Warriors make in the future, it's not going to be to get better. It will not be improving the team. It won't have anything to do with the team. It has to do with how it looks. It has to do with the appearance of Mike Dunleavy and Joe Lacob, number one, knowing what the heck they're doing. And number two, actually doing their job, which they haven't done, right? So Mike Dunleavy Jr., we know he is quoted as saying that trades are hard. A general manager is quoted as saying that trades are hard. Sorry, worry, man. Maybe you should hang it up then, dude. Maybe you should retire and let somebody who trades aren't so difficult, because you got to trade. I hope that we all understand this. The way to acquire players in the National Basketball League are three ways. You draft them, you sign them as free agents, or you trade for them. Bro, you only got three choices. You gotta do it. You must make a trade to improve your team, but they haven't done it. And they haven't done it. Let's go back in the time machine real quick. They didn't do with the Jordan Poole to Chris Paul. They literally just for optics traded Jordan Poole for Chris Paul, and then let go of Chris Paul. All for optics. Not actually improving the team, right? And so the long story short of this is a long time ago, or when Joe Lacob took over the team, and he traded Monte Ellis for Andrew Bogut. I believe that this is when he was booed out of the building when he was introduced. He was booed out of the building. Number one, the Warriors, he's brought 4 championships. He shouldn't be booed out of the building. However, he doesn't know anything about basketball and thinks that he does. So Joe Lacob is providing a very compelling argument to boo the crap out of him, right? This guy is a businessman who understands how to make money, but has no bearings with basketball. In all honesty, if Joe Lacob didn't have so much money, wasn't a billionaire, he doesn't even belong watching basketball on a TV, let alone owning a team. I'm going to say that one more time. Joe Lacob doesn't even deserve to watch basketball on a TV. He literally shouldn't be watching basketball in general. That's how bad at assessing the game he is. Do we understand this, right? Look at his past interviews. Look what he said about James Wiseman. Look what he said about the CP3 trade. Joe Lacob doesn't know F all about basketball, but he's a good businessman. Can he delegate? He delegated to Bob Myers, Jerry West. They brought him the championships. That had nothing to do with Joe Lacob. Joe Lacob's best thing is to get out of his own way, and he's choosing not to do that. So just remember that I said that. I believe that the Warriors are going to make a trade. I think that it will be relatively soon, but I know whatever the All-Star break is, if that's after the trade, they'll have made a move and pumped it up in all the media outlets, okay, by that All-Star break. And remember that I said this. I do not believe right now, I currently don't believe that the Warriors front office are brokering in honestly and in good faith. I do not believe that they care about actually winning a championship. I do not believe that. They have not shown that the past few seasons, they have shown nothing to indicate that they want to win a championship. Now, I'll just say this one more time, and then we'll wrap it up. One more time. I believe the goal of a Warriors trade, from the Warriors front office perspective, is only for optics. I believe that Joe Lacob just doesn't want to look bad. Okay, he doesn't care about losing. He doesn't give a damn about losing. He'll lose all he wants, right? It's his team, and he'll lose all he wants. He just doesn't want to look bad. He doesn't want the optics of losing to look bad. So I believe that they'll do something like a token, probably a GP2 and Moody and a second rounder, a few second rounders, or like a Looney and maybe a Moody, a GP2, like a Looney GP2 and change would get you Vucevic, like salary-wise, right? I believe that does not push the Warriors over the top, doesn't necessarily move the needle for them. However, it will shut up most of the fans, most of the media who just want the Warriors to make a move, sort of to make a move, but not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily care about the ramifications of that move, how it impacts the team, right? How does that move impact the team? The Warriors are 2 trades away from any type of competition. I've already said that. I continue to say that, and I'm correct in saying that. I said it last year, that they were 2 or more trades away, multiple trades away from being competitive. I was correct. 100% right. I said that in the offseason. 100%. I couldn't be more correct with the stuff that I'm saying. I'm not even kidding. So listen to this. The Warriors are 2 trades away from any type of competition, from doing anything past that freaking play-in tournament. But they're probably only 1 trade away from getting the media off of their backs. I know that Lacob didn't like that Tim Keown article. Sorry if I bossed the last name, that ESPN article. I know that he didn't like that. So the Warriors are 2 trades away from any type of competition, any type of winning. Expect them to make 1 trade. The Warriors are 2 trades away plus. I believe they're 3. I believe that they are, they're like a Cam Johnson and a Bobby Portis away from contention. They will, and if they do 2, hey, they could win the championship. If they do 1, they'll probably go nowhere. They'll most definitely go nowhere. They'll do 1. So the Warriors are 2 moves away plus. Expect them to do 1. What does that say? What am I telling you about the current Warriors ownership? What am I telling you about the current Warriors front office? Number one, if I'm telling you anything, it's that believe Mike Dunleavy Jr. when he told you that trades are hard for him. They're not hard for anybody else, granted. They're hard for him because he's not that good at trading, right? Which is like a huge part of his job. So he's not good at all at part of his job, which he's paid millions of dollars for. Just so that we all know. Also, you can only acquire players in like one of three ways, as I said. He's taking that away, so he is like butchering the Warriors' chances. But long story short, 2 trades away, they'll make one. Hey, if there's one player who you want to see on the Warriors for the rest of just this season, just one player who's possibly attainable. Giannis isn't attainable. LeBron probably not, honestly. If there's one player, who's that going to be? Write that in the comments, and hey, I'll probably talk about that in my next video. Of course, for your Golden State Warriors content, like, subscribe, follow, do your comment, have fun with it, and I'll see you next time at C-Train Station.